cut the long story short, there was something that was still with me, and this something is just about being able to bring story together, being able to, analyze story and bring out the real value of that story. Good day, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel once again. Today, I want to talk about how I became a content creator, how I became a YouTuber, how it is that I now become somebody that creates videos on YouTube myself. Now, my name is Enegide Efe, the creative director of Enegide Efe Academy, and this is my YouTube channel. Now, the story is a long one, but I'm going to just compress it into a very short story for you to follow. And I believe that at the end of this video, you will be able to know the next step to take as somebody that wants to start your own YouTube channel. First of all, I am a photographer. I started my career of work after school as a photographer, and I love doing my job. I learned photography during my school in Uniben, in those days, University of Benin, and I became a professional at it because I was taught by the professional in the industry in Benin City, Edo State, where I schooled. And I find it very, very interesting. And at the end of the day, I became a very good professional in photography. And so immediately after school, I started my career as a photographer, and I was doing very well. In short, I was taught the art of telling story through the lens. So we don't just capture images, we don't just capture pictures, we don't just go out there to go and do video. No, we have a storyline in mind and we hit the story at the peak of it, and that is how I was able to do photography those days. And as an early age, I was already making good money in my creative work. Something happened, I'm going to share it. But before then, I was able to work with national brands like Ministry of Education, Bank of Industry, and also international brands like HFM and then UNDP, that is United Nations Development Program, if you know it. And doing this job has really brought me a lot of money, a lot of fame, and up to the extent that I was able to buy a car. Being a young boy and owning a car, that was very exciting. But something happened along the line. Owning a car, a young boy, a young man, owning a car, just so exciting. And I just decided to just say, okay, instead of just sitting down at home sometime not doing anything, I decided to be using my car for Uber. And that was how I became an Uber driver. At the same time, I'm still in the creative space, but mixing the two together, I wasn't so good at doing two things at the same time. I got soaked into the Uber driving and boat driving at that time, and forgot my creative work and all of that. So what happened was that the creative work was suffering while the Uber was taking hold on me. And at the end of the day, the Uber and boat driving actually took hold of me. And that was how I did not focus more attention on my creative work. I was not improving. I was not doing many things that I used to do then to have more clients and have more reach. But instead, I was focusing more on the Uber driving. But not knowing that I was killing my creative work, that means using my camera to tell stories. And that was how I became an Uber driver. And along the line, the Uber business crashed after the subsidy was removed, the fuel price increased, and you see, it was becoming very impossible to even make your fuel money back from Uber, not to talk of now maintaining your car and all of that. So I got stuck again, and trying to find a way out. I find many ways. It wasn't looking possible at all. And my car was degenerating every day. My car was depreciating in value every day. I could not. I'm trying to go back to the media space again, trying to just make up all the clients that I've lost before, but it was becoming very impossible, you see. But thank God today, I've been able to do one or two. I've left the Uber driving, and the miracle that happened was that I came across YouTube. I came across Tayo Aina. First of all, I met him on YouTube. I followed him up. It taught me some things on YouTube. I read some other courses on YouTube, and I watched so many videos on YouTube on how to create videos and all of that. So today, becoming a YouTuber, becoming a content creator, becoming a creator on YouTube is not an easy journey, I would say. I've covered so many other weddings, shot so many birthdays, and normal creative stuff, normal photography stuff. I've done a lot of photography work, and it was working for me. It was really booming for me. But buying the car, getting to know Uber, seeing that I could make money every day for my Uber driving, I was drawn into the Uber driving business, and that was how I lost it. But something still remained with me, and what was that thing? The aspect of telling story with your camera. That thing still remains with me. So every day I relate with stories, every day I relate with people, every day I relate with, because from that Uber driver I was able to talk to many people at once. I was able to talk to different set of people with different mindset, people with different challenges. Sometimes I solve issues for people while I was driving Uber, and that is a whole lot of data in my head, and I needed to just pour it out somewhere. I needed to just write it. Sometimes I will get home, I will write, I will talk some things over and over, think about some things over and over again, just because I have a discussion with somebody the previous day. You see, to cut the long story short, there was something that was still with me, and this something is just about being able to bring story together, being able to analyze story and bring out the real value of that story. You see, and that is that thing that I have already learned. You see, the reason why I'm telling you this story is because you need to actually find your niche if you want to survive in this industry. Because how will you know your niche? It is that thing that stick with you when every other thing looks like they are not working. Because I started not quite long, and you see the growth I'm experiencing now, I'm actually happy about it, because I didn't even expect that I would have gotten to this stage at this point in time. But you see, I'm actually enjoying it, even though the growth is not so much, but the process is enjoyable, because this is what I love doing. I love to create things. I love to tell story. I love to add one or two story together and make it a whole to become awesome. And you see, that is very interesting. And one other thing is that I also love to teach. I love to correct. I love to ensure that people get things done the right way. You see, first of all, I discovered myself, and you see, it took a lot of process, it took a lot of time for me to be able to discover that part of myself. It took a lot of struggles, it took a lot of suffering, and that is what I don't want other people to actually go through. And that is why the first thing you must do as a YouTuber, which I did, and it's helping me. And I also find out from a lot of videos I watched online about being a YouTube creator and all of that. I watched more than 100 videos at the time I was starting. And one thing I could point out that all of them kept on pointing to is to have a niche, is to have something to say that this is my niche, this is what I can do very well, this is the aspect that I can really talk about, and I will not be shaken, and nothing will move me, and I will be able to do it perfectly well. You see, that thing is what you need to discover about yourself, and that is what you need to stay on as you are growing your YouTube. Because if you don't stay on it, the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, like I will always say, the YouTube algorithm knows when you are deviating from your niche. And you see, this will go a long way to determine what will happen to your YouTube channel, because the algorithm wants to understand you. The algorithm wants to know what you are giving out, what story are you telling, what content are you creating. You see, these have been able to help me, and I believe it will help you too, because growing my YouTube channel, as it were, it is not a struggle for me because this is what I actually love doing. So even though it doesn't grow like right now, I believe it will grow. Not like I even believe alone. I know that it will grow because I know that I am on the right track and I am flying on that same track to ensure that I get to my destination, and which is getting more subscribers and also imparting people with the knowledge I have, and also bringing together those stories that looks like, oh, they don't make sense, bringing them together and giving it meaning for people to actually what learn from. And I believe part of what I have said now has actually helped you, and I will appreciate if you can also like this video, comment, and you can also subscribe so that whenever I drop videos, you will be the first one of the first persons to see it, because I'm going to be dropping more of this kind of content, more of this kind of videos, so that when you are uploading or when you are preparing to grow your YouTube channel, you don't find it difficult to grow a YouTube channel just because you want to make money from the YouTube channel. So because of that, you are just posting all kinds of videos. No, YouTube doesn't work like that. You will not grow like that. You will only grow on YouTube when you have a niche and you grow with that niche. So if you want to maybe start posting any other video that is not related to your niche, you can actually what start another YouTube channel to grow that particular niche. But I will also advise that you grow one YouTube channel one at a time, because there are many other things I can do. Like you are watching right now, my camera that is shooting this video, I'm using a Sony camera to shoot my video. Just imagine. That is because I am a photographer. But you might not actually have access to camera because you are not a photographer. You are not a videographer. You are not in the camera world, as it were. But I am. So why using my phone? Why using my phone to record my video? I don't have to use my phone to record my video because I have a better equipment that I can use to record my video. And that is why I use my camera to record my video. Do you understand? And that is because I am in that space where I can easily use camera to record video, and that makes it easy for me. Do you understand me? So that makes it easy for me, but that doesn't mean that for you to start a YouTube channel and grow a YouTube channel that you must start with buying a 2 million naira camera or 3 million naira camera. No, you don't have to start with that. You can start with your phone. Just ensure that your content are consistent, your video is clear, and it is sharp. Do you understand me? So part of the advantage is because I have a camera, and so I cannot have a camera and go and be using phone to record my video. No, it doesn't make sense. You get? So, and that is my own advantage. That is because I am a photographer. And you see, there are other things I would have loved to talk about. I'm still going to go into the aspect of teaching people how to use camera to record video, how to use camera basically, and all of that. But it is not going to be on this channel, because this channel is dedicated to helping people upload videos the right way, which is part of what I'm talking about. How to ensure that you are uploading videos the right way. You are not uploading the wrong video into the wrong channel. You are not uploading the right video into the wrong channel. You are not uploading the wrong video into the right channel. So all of these things are what you can be making mistakes on, and that will not be helping your YouTube grow. So change all of these things today, and you will see that your YouTube will be doing well, and you yourself will also be doing well, because it's not only your YouTube channel that needs to be well, you also need to be well. You also need to be happy with what you are doing. You also need to find meaning with what you are doing. And so do this thing and it will help you. I hope you actually learn one or two things from this video, and see you in my next video. Thank you very much.